Hello viewers and welcome to our TV shows. Today on Islamic question on Iftar video. I am Farida Bakar, and today on the show I will be discussing on a topic or on a question between a husband and wife. The question is between a husband and wife. The question is, as he lied on his deathbed, the man confessed to his wife, "I cannot die without telling you the truth. I cheated on you throughout our whole marriage. All this night when I told you I was working late, I was with other women, and not just one woman either, but I've slept with dozens of them." His wife looked at him calmly and said, "Why do you think I gave you the poison?" Stay tuned, as I will be going straight into the topic immediately after this commercial break. I wanna speak, they will say speak. I wanna talk, they will say talk. I wanna do, they will say do. Who say you should not speak? Who say you should not talk? Who say you should not do? I wanna do, they will say do. I wanna speak, they will say speak. I wanna talk, they will say talk. Who say you should not do? Who say you should not speak? Who say you should not know? It is the way you see. It is not you. But you need to try your best to walk into it, you walk into this Iftar new head video. Yeah, this is Iftar new head video. On the video, on these videos, I have so many views on a question that will be answered. Some people will be dropping message, while some people will be dropping phone call to answer the question. As this is the question between a husband and wife. As he lied on his deathbed, the man confirmed to his wife, "I cannot die without telling you the truth. I cheated on you throughout our whole marriage. All this night when I told you I was working late, I was with other women, and not just one woman either, but I have slept with dozens of them." His wife looked at him calmly and said, "Why do you think I gave you the poison?" Now, so many people have given so many comments on this, but let me read some who have tested with this so many confusing comments. This one said, "The husband should be blamed for what he did, or the wife poisoning him was the best solution." And this is another person. "Yeah, the man confirmed his deed due to his death, but he was not poisoned. He would have been silent with his sinful enjoyment." And here is it, "But the wife should forgive him." They said, "But according to the reading, the woman poisoned before he could confirm." He said, "But the woman knew it before she poisoned him." And here is this opinion that says, "She would not have done so. She should have allowed God to punish him instead of poisoning him." This is another opinion who so many people have been dropping so many messages. This is another one opinion.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brothers. How are you all doing? And I hope everything is fine. I'm going to the question. The lady already know that the man was a cheater, and then he was committing adultery outside. So for him, even when Sharia was in that country or anything else. To my own understanding, according to the little knowledge that I have, this man deserves a very big punishment before even dying. For the lady, she went and poisoned the husband due to what the husband was committing outside. I think this debate is very, very complicated, but for me, he deserves more than this, because had him been the lady was the one doing it, it will be worse. See, this society now, what they do is that anything that men do is okay. They say you should forgive, but anything that ladies do, to forgive is very, very rare. So the only thing that I want to say that for me, I support what the lady did, and if it was the lady who did the same thing, she also deserved the same thing. But yeah, Allah knows the best. He forgives, and then he is the only one who forgives. But for me, what the man did is the worst thing. Sleeping with ladies outside and then leaving your wife. In the day of Qiyamah, this person has a very also a severe punishment, which is very deleterious. The punishment will be that he will be among the ones whom you know will leave the nice food and go to the food which you know they already decay or they are smelling. Meaning that these are the people who will leave their wives at home and then go and commit adultery outside or following other women outside. But this is my own idea towards the comments, inshallah.
Okay, according to what she have just explained about her own idea to give to this question that Rod has, this is a challenge that this man has asked her. He said, Masha Allah, but maybe the husband cannot control himself and want to marry others, but the wife did not agree or did not want his husband have other wife, and the husband cannot control himself. Then she replied with this.
Yes, brother, I agree what you say, but the other one is that I don't agree, because you know, Islam is very simple. What the religion brought us is, this is the main reason why he said that, like, a man can marry up to 4 wives. If you know that you can't control yourself with only one wife, you are free to marry at least 4 wives. That one is the maximum level. So how can you leave your wife at the house? You go and play. Before playing outside, sleeping with ladies outside. So why not you just marry and then bring the person at home? I think it's better. That's the main solution here. But committing on zina outside and then saying that you can't control yourself, no, that is not accepted in the religion. I don't support that.
Then to this reply, this message I've sent that accept, but in the day of judgment, both of them will be punished. Wow. You see, this is an agreement. Said both of them made a mistake, so the rest of the judgment will lie is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is an interesting story in which we can learn a lot. There is still so many messages coming here, but I hope you will not hang up there. I'm just leaving you for just a minute. I will be right back. Okay, you are welcome back on this beautiful program, the program between a husband and her wife, who her husband is committing adultery outside Zina, which is called Zina, and the wife, because of what she is doing, has poisoned the husband. So many replies have been coming in, so let me see what this reply is.
Assalamu alaikum. Let me ask you something. Who tell you that even if your husband follow him outside, who asks you to kill him by poison or by anything? Is that any verse in the Holy Quran that asks you to take any action by yourself?
Okay. This is a reply being given to the question just asked and said.
Brother, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're very right. No one has the right to put punishment or judge in his hands. For the girl who killed her husband, I think she's getting a big punishment for that. Even though it was cheating on her, yeah, she can't even say she wants to leave the house without the husband say he wants to divorce, unless he went and say okay, she's not interested in a marriage anymore. But she doesn't have any right to kill the husband. There's no verse in the Quran who said we should kill someone who did bad. Even the judgment that was given, the rules and law that was given to Zina in the Holy Quran, it can be passed by the normal people in the area or by the spouse or the partner. That okay, now he committed zina, then you killed him. No, you have to take him to the leaders. And number one, the leaders, the constitution of that particular area must be, maybe they're practicing the Sharia law. Yeah, they can do that, they can implement that. Or you take him to the leaders, the Islamic leaders, then they can pass this thing on him, not the wife putting judgment in her hands. No, that's very wrong. That's very wrong.
And also, look at this reply that says,
the main problem of Zina outside, even if she see her husband truly with her eyes, she has to gather an evidence, like 3 to 2 people, not female, male. When they saw him, then from now they will actually take him to any Islamic law or Sharia. Then from that place they are going to execute him, because any husband, any person that get marriage go and have zina in Islam is penalty of death. So why humans used to kill their husband if he used to follow any human? Firstly, they have to pray for him.
and after that, someone have replied with a message, "You are very right, brother, but I prefer divorce than praying for him. A womanizer does not easily change." And this is the reply that was sent back.
If you wish to divorce him, are you the one who is going to divorce him, or he is the one who is going to divorce you in your own country? We here in Nigeria, mostly or entirely Islam, they do not allow a human to divorce a man. A man is in charge of at any time. May you always be on his leg. You cannot divorce him, or he is the one who is going to divorce you. The only thing is that you are going to our scholars or our Sharia law with your evidence, so that they are going to divorce him from you.
Then this reply have said, "I have the right to divorce him according to what I thought." Then here are the type of divorce that I think this message of God said: divorce by man, divorce requested by woman, divorce by agreement of both the husband and wife. Both each has its own step, but each has its own step. According to what they have said now, he said,
how are you going to divorce him just direct? Are you going to write letter say you already divorced him 3 times? Oh, what do you mean that you have right to divorce him? You have to gather your leaders that you already connect marriage with them, so that you explain to them what happening between you and your husband. Not directly you will divorce him. In Islam is not accepted.
Yeah, a woman can request for a divorce, and after requesting for a divorce, she will bring a very tangible. They have some reasons in Islam that will be accepted. If she brings such an unreasonable cause that she wants to divorce, I think that won't be accepted. Yeah, she have to bring some tangible and reasonable evidence for them to accept the divorce.
then look at this, what this one have said about the type of divorce.
Do you know the penalty of a woman to ask her husband to divorce her in Islam? Always, angels of Allah always curse her. Even Al-Jannah Firdaus too curse her. Even the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala too curse you. That is not good entirely in Islam. Forget about the constitution of your nation. A woman cannot divorce any man, whatever he has done to her. You have to gather evidence so that you will reveal it to your leaders. Then they will divorce the marriage.
Wow, very interesting topic. Everyone had been message where everyone had been to voice note to reply on this interesting topic. So let us look this. He said, I disagree. See, Islam make everything simple and law towards marriage. You are the only one making things hard. Say, look at the answer responding to the question.
You know what? In Islam, always there is a patient. Be patient in Islam. Not to be hard. Who asks you in Islam to ask any person to divorce you? Whatever he has done to you, if you doesn't have an evidence, better go gather any evidence before you ask him to divorce you. But entirely, when you get when you already born picking with him, you have to think about your picking before you divorce for him.
And this one. So, if it was the woman who committed the zina, is the husband going to pray for her as well?
Normally, in Islam, she's to be stoned to death. Assalamu alaikum, sorry. In Islam, she's meant to be stoned to death. Yeah, she's meant to be stoned to death. But based on constitution in different nations now, some are using constitution that is not pertaining with Islam. So I think the husband can divorce her.
And look at this question.
Yes, if he wish, if he loves his wife, he can pray her. But you know the main problem is that in Islam, when you saw your wife or your husband do zina, you can request for divorce, but you have to gather evidence. But in Islam, they cannot divorce directly without evidence. Please, I'm telling you that you have to gather evidence before you request for that divorce letter. Evidence in Islam is good. Without evidence, they will not do nothing for you.
Look at this one that says.
So let me break the prayer that I ask you to do for your own husband. Firstly, your husband used to follow any human. Used to follow human outside your house or within your own territory. You doesn't have any evidence. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can forgive anything, because it's a grateful to forgive his own servant anything. So you don't have an evidence for a number. You used to hear gossiping any corner, anywhere, say your husband used to follow Huma outside your house. So before you gather the evidence, it's better to pray for him. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can change him, you too, you will really appreciate that your husband become a good man.
Wow, this is a great topic. I hope you are all learning from this topic. This is said regarding divorce issue with women in Islam. If woman feel like she is not interested in marriage, she has the right to make divorce, but she cannot even make agreement with man to divorce her. That is a mental ideology. Please let us know that. And according to those who have said, moreover, women are allowed to pay back the jewelry to free her open on the agreement. But if man still insists, then she shall take the matter to the Islam judge Qadi to finalize the Kula. Then this answer given to this, he said, if and only if the reason she gave is genuine and it cannot be fixed, it could not be with the husband, then the court can come in and ask her to pay for what will be enough for him to marry. To be divorced will take place by the judge. He said, man should also remember not to overlook in order to bring harm to women in the process. Then this is the answer given. Said, yes, of course. Why did the Prophet said, make your wife your partner so you can seek their advice and opinion in what you want to do because they may be a good help in the difficulty. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This is a good question, and I hope I'm seeing so many reply on this question that so many are contributing. And this, I think, this will be the final saying of this question that I've just asked before, and I hope you have learned so much from it, and you can use it to your own life, to when you have a problem on the issues of divorce, of any issue about you. And I think this will help in any issue. Okay, please do not forget to like or subscribe. Okay, my name is still the same. Let me play it.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. This topic, we all know that it is a very, very, very difficult topic and complicated topic, because it is talking about zina. And zina also is most part of the dangerous sins which human being can ever commit. And also, this zina, to understand it more, or to get it more, Ahlul Ilm, Ahlul Ulama, they have debates many things about this in fiqh. So fiqh explain this detail, but Quran also give proof, and also hadith give many proof about zina. About this particular spouses, their husband and wife, the husband went out and committed illegal sexual intercourse, and the wife happened to poison the husband. Regarding to their punishment, regarding to who mistake, or regarding to their all these upsets, they all mistake, but their mistakes they are divine. But the guy who commit mistake, or the guy who commit the biggest sin among them is the husband, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly mentioned it in Surah Al-Isra, chapter 17. It says, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا. Do not even come near to zina, or do not even come closer to zina. Talk less about zina. Also, if you go to Surah Nur, chapter 24, from verse 1 to the first page, it indicates about zina, their punishment, and others related to zina. So in this case, zina, to say somebody, oh, these two boy and girl committed zina, you must have a proof. You must have a reason, witness, and those witnesses, normally according to Sharia, it should be male, and it should be 3 to 4 in numbers. When there are 3 to 4 in numbers, those 3 to 4, they should be a pious male, or they should be a trustworthy male who possesses a good character of Islam. And if they possess the good character of Islam, and they happen to witness at the same time that these two people have committed zina, then it is acceptable as a zina. And those who commit zina, they should be hanged to death if they are married. But if they are not married, they should be last 100 cuts, or they should be beaten. They should be beaten 100 cuts. But if they commit a zina and they are married, they should be killed. But the witness also, who said that these people have committed zina, and it happened to be accused, it happened to be not true, a false statement, then that witness should be lost, or that witness should be beat etiquette. And when it has been beaten etiquette, never ever take that witness from that person. Never ever take a witness from that person who have committed that lie over those two people. So accuse also is part of the thing. Now, zina is very, very dangerous. Special when a spouse or one of the spouse may happen to go outside and commit a zina. He doesn't have any reason for committing zina. He should be hanged to death. But when he commits zina and came back, he did several times, then the wife happened to know that my husband committed zina. Then the wife happened to poison the husband. For the wife also, the wife has a big sin about poison. Nobody has the right to punish anybody. When anybody commits a sin or when anybody commits zina, you don't have the right to punish him, but you have the right to punish him according to Quran and Sunnah, but not your desire. The verse of the Quran will ask you to poison your husband if you commit zina. Neither a Quran nor a hadith or the saying of the manhaj of the Salafis. So there is no reason or there is no evidence for the wife to punish the husband, which is not based according to Quran and Sunnah. There is no reason for the wife to poison the husband. If the wife happened to poison the husband, the wife also she should have his own punishment. As Allah can forgive the wife, or Allah can forgive the husband. If at all, if the husband happened to repent to his wife and said, I have committed this, now I regret all of this, I want you to forgive me. If the wife cannot forgive him and they cannot go regularly together again, then they can find a solution where divorce will involve. But if they cannot do that, if they cannot have peace back again, then divorce might involve. But to poison was not the best solution or was not the best option. But she already does. Then whether Allah will punish them or not, that is up to Allah. But likely Allah can forgive them, as Allah clearly mentioned it. Inna Allah la yaghfiru an yushrika bi wa yaghfiru ma duna dhalika liman yasha. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can forgive all sins if He will, but cannot forgive the sins who commit a shirk, mushrik. That one Allah cannot forgive. So zina also, Allah can forgive. The female also, or the husband, or the wife also, if Allah will, Allah can forgive. But that is up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But the most important thing is how their sins are differ and how can they be forgiven, and the probability for Allah to forgive them. Nobody can judge human being, or nobody can judge individual, but human being can understand each other about their behavior according to the way they act. And the wife also, she happened to poison the husband because one thing may also involve there. She lacked patience, sabr. The wife lacked sabr, or the wife lacked patience. And if at all, Allah was testing the wife, whether the wife can bear patience, so that
Allah may, if at all, Allah happen to test the wife whether she can bear patience toward her husband, then that exam is already been failed. Because maybe Allah said, let me test this wife or this particular female whether she can bear patience, and through that I will make his husband to commit a illegal intersexual, and that I will track the wife and see whether the wife can bear patience. All the prophets, they passed through test. Moses passed through test. Ibrahim passed through test. Isa alayhi salam passed through test. Yusuf, Yunus, Hud, Dawood, all of them passed through test, and they have passed their test. And particularly Ayub, who was being sick, Allah tested him with a disease. He was being patient. He will bear patient until Allah went in the Quran and praised Ayub. He said, truly Ayub is part of our servant who bear patience. So maybe Allah was testing the wife whether she can bear patience or not. And the wife happened to poison his husband. Then if at all it was patient, then she has already failed. Allah mentioned it in the Quran in Surah Mulk. الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. Allah said, I am the one who create death and life, only to examine you, only to test you, only to trial you and see which one of you or which one of us will go to the day of judgment with a good deeds. Allah said, I bring you to this world to test you and see which one of you will go with the good deeds. And also in Surah Al-Baqarah, وَلَنَّبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنْفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. It has also come. Allah said, I will test you with hunger. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ, with poverty. وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنْفُسِ, I will test you with your sons or your children. Allah give you children is a test, and I will test you with hunger, and I will test you different tests and see which one of you. At the end he said, وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ, I will test you and see which one of you will bear patience. So if at all, if this was a test, the wife has failed, but the husband also committed zina, which should be hanged to death. So they both committed mistake, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can forgive, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can judge the human being. No human perfect, as Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam clearly mentioned it in hadith. Kullu bani Adam khata wa khayruhum at-tawwabun. All human beings commit mistakes, all human beings commit sins, and the best of them are those who commit sins and after repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it is clearly mentioned that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can forgive all sins except shirk, if he will. And also according to this, nobody can judge anybody, because even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, your duty is to convey our message, your duty is to da'wah, is to call people to Islam, and I, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my duty is to guide whomever I wish, to judge whomever I wish. Prophet's duty, Ustaz's duty, or Sheikh's, or Ahlul Ulama, their duty is only to convey, is only to pass the message, but Allah's duty is to judge and to guide whomever he wish. And whosoever wish disbelief, and whosoever wish believe. من شاء فليؤمن ومن شاء فليكفر.
Wow. Alhamdulillah wa alamin. Well, Hindustan brother, mashallah, mashallah. May Almighty Allah preserve your knowledge. We thank you for this, for the brief knowledge you have given to us. You have heard. Wow, it is a great topic. As you see how interesting the topic is. Thank you for the for your for those who have participated. Thank you, and for those who have participate to calling or to the recording to their phone and sending it to us. We appreciate it. And this is if you heard video. I think to end this program, let me read the Al-Quran, the book of Allah, to end this program. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الذين كفروا لن تغني عنهم أموالهم ولا أولادهم من الله شيئا أولئك هم وقود النار كدأب آل فرعون والذين من قبلهم كذبوا بآياتنا فأخذهم الله بذنوبهم والله شديد العقاب قل للذين كفروا ستغلبون وتحشرون إلى جهنم وبئس المهاد قد كان لكم آية في فئتين التقتا فئة تقاتل في سبيل الله وأخرى كافرة يرونهم مثليهم رعي العين والله يؤيد بنصره من يشاء إن في ذلك لعبرة لأولي الأبصار زين للناس حب الشهوات من النساء والبنين والقناطير المقنطرة من الذهب والفضة والخيل المسومة والأنعام والحرث ذلك متاع الحياة الدنيا والله عنده حسن المآب قل أنبئكم بخير من ذلكم للذين اتقوا عند ربهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها وأزواج مطهرة ورضوان من الله والله بصير بالعباد.
Thank you one again. You see, I was not able to read it. I was not the one who have let her read it. The verses of the Quran. I'm sorry for that. And I hope you appreciate. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.